to keep up the pace.
Okay.
Most likely, y'all don't know about IT.
Nope.
I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it lively.
Okay.
Learning here
Yeah.
is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking
Hey.
IT.
Hey.
IT.
Yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the
Okay,
viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We are the tutors, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear
When
is
we're
likely,
talking
so let's start IT.
Hello, everyone, and good night. Welcome back to Let's Talk IT, the show that continues to seem less and less like a radio show and more like a deep dive into the insanity of Naeem Richardson's mind. I actually was serious about that one. It's not funny when I'm serious. Okay, whatever. Hello once again. I'm your host for tonight, the unfunny yet seemingly popular Naeem Richardson. I appreciate it. I'm back here again, and I just want to say a very warm thank you for all of those tuning in tonight. You know, it just makes my heart warm, and every other Tuesday, it means a lot to me, guys. Oh yeah, man. And, like, it kind of gets me teary-eyed a little bit. Okay, jokes aside, it really does mean a lot to me, and the positive feedbacks we've been receiving truly puts a smile on my face. I did the Thanos voice. If you don't know who Thanos is, I don't know what to tell you. I just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, IITAE and SKNRA. Watch how I'm going to get in trouble forgetting what those acronyms mean. But they're wonderful organizations full of wonderful people. And I would like to give a big thanks to the homie Sanjeev, who's helping with all the technical aspects of airing, also the people at WinFM. But yo, Sanjeev and WinFM people, this one is for you right here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I honestly wouldn't be able to do the show without you guys. So thank you. Sanjeev said something to the people, you know, like, so I'm not going crazy for real. Okay, maybe I am.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I mean, we talked about this, man. You don't leave me hanging. It hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm joined by a familiar voice on the show, the marvelous Dr. Ricardo Neal. Everyone give it up for Mr. Neal. Everyone give it up for Mr. Neal, people.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Naeem.
How you doing?
It's always a pleasure to be here.
That's great to hear from you. And it's always a pleasure to have you here on the show. But it's 2 for 2 with past voices. Maybe some people came in on like episode 3, or this is the first time tuning in. But it's like these episodes on TV shows, you know, when they bring back the entire cast, well, the old cast. We have the very first guest ever to appear on Let's Talk IT all the way back in the 24th of March, 2020. Goodness gracious. The bombastic Shakid Benjamin. Give it up, people. Give it up.
Thank you.
Shakid, you got the joke, right? You get it? Because Shakid kind of sounds like Shaggy, and Mr. Bombastic. Semi-fantastic, touch me on the back to say I'm Mr. Rowe. No, I'm not supposed to do that. Copyright? My bad.
No, not tonight.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for having me again tonight. I really do appreciate it.
Well, that is wonderful. And I'm wonderful. I'm convinced that might be my favorite word on this entire show. But I would say that we'll finish with the introductions, but I have a special surprise for our listeners when we come back from the break, so let's stay tuned for then. But for those tuning in for the first time, this is Let's Talk IT, a show with the intention to educate the listeners on the world of information technology with a little bit of jokes and me going crazy in between. Last time we spoke about the history of computers, going all the way back from the very first vacuum tube in 1904 to the very first commercial use of computers in 1984, 80 years later. it's just impressive to see how far we've come. And for that, I had my friend Rick. He's a time traveler. Y'all be like, time what? Yeah. This show is kind of different, but Rick came. He took us back in time, and we went on that journey. But it's time for the section that has everybody excited. Well, maybe just me. The gold star question. Okay. Basically, a riddle or a question will be asked to you, the listeners, and whoever calls in to provide the correct answer will receive what we call a gold star. Two gold star questions will be asked every time the show airs, and you only have one chance in giving the correct answer and only one chance to answer any gold star question for that night. Once you win a gold star, you automatically get a shout out live on the air from yours truly. I don't know what that means to you, but you guys get notified for your achievement. If you win 3 gold stars, you can suggest a topic you'd like to hear us talk about on the show. Remember, the topic must have some relation to information technology. If you win 5 gold stars, you can suggest a guest you'd like to hear us speak with on the show, and we try our hardest to get them here. And I added this recently. If you get 8 gold stars, you can join us on the show to participate in the trivia section when we have that in the end. You are only allowed one question per night. Let me just answer that, say that one more time. To join the activity, our numbers are 466-0989, 662-0989, and 762-0989. Let me repeat. The numbers are 466-0989, 662-0989, and 762-0989. For our international audience, it's always good to just spread past St. Kitts and Nevis. The numbers are 0333-344-0065 for members of the UK, 718-285-6984 if you're in the US, and read the script properly, name. Okay, thank you. 305-921-4619 for Canadian audiences. I'll repeat everything one more time, but let's go with the international numbers. UK 0333-344-0065. The US 718-285-6984. And for Canadian audiences, 305-921-4619. For audiences of the Federation, I believe, I'll just say local audiences, 466-0989, 662-0989, or 762-0989. When you call in, the homeboy Sanjeev is gonna let me know, and y'all answer. The first gold star question for tonight is: who invented longer lasting light bulbs with a carbon filament in 1881? Who invented longer lasting light bulbs with a carbon filament in 1881? And here's a hint. The answer relates to the theme of, the going around of Black Lives Matter. Okay. So that's all the hint. I'll ask the question one more time. Who invented longer lasting bulbs with a carbon filament in 1881? That's a very specific question, right, Shakid?
Yeah, it
Oh,
is. It is actually. It is.
I mean, I can't just be throwing out riddles. Plus, sometimes you can Google a riddle and it pops up, even when you think you're being a little creative. But you guys call in. Don't be scared. I'm not a bad person. Maybe, maybe. We don't know. We'll see. I'm joking. I'm not gonna. If you get it wrong, you will hear this song. Oh, what? You see, this is why this is a show about Let's Talk IT. There's something called technical difficulties, right? So I tried to play my soundboard, but the soundboard was like, "No, you're abusing me for bad jokes," and this gag is running way too long because the soundboard has refreshed. If you get it wrong, you will hear this song. But if you get it right, you will hear. I gotta find out where it is. Boom, boom, ba-doom, 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 ba- Wow, I don't know where my own sound effect is. Okay, for tonight, if you get it right, you will hear this. That's my bad for forgetting to put all the sound effects there perfectly. But we have a little bit more time before 7:15 when we go on break. So, Shakid, introduce yourself to the audience once again.
Hi, yeah, good evening again. As you said, I'm Shakid Benjamin, the executive director of St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association, the newest and only association that deals with anything robotic related. And yeah, I guess it's not that hard for me to say, but IT, we are, I'm gonna put it out there, we are the new and leading force in IT. And our goal is not just for St. Kitts, but we're going regional, then one step further on the international stage. So all I can say is just look out for us.
Mhm. If anyone would like to join the organization or become a volunteer, how would they do that?
To do that, you can just go to our website at sknra.org and you just follow the link where it says become a member.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the application will go through a review process. So just give it a shot. We are open to new members, and as long as you have the passion and the drive for IT that we do ourselves, I don't see why you won't be a member.
Mr. Neil, you are the oh, whoa. You are one of the founders, if not the founder, of the International Information Technology Academy of Excellence. Sanjeev, thank you again for sending me the abbreviations. Ah, so just introduce yourself real quick. We have a little bit more time.
Yeah, well, I am the founder. So I'm the founder of SKNRA and also the present chairman for now. Also the founder of IITA.Tech, which stands for International Information Technology Academy of Excellence. And we felt that we wanted something like that within St. Kitts that is locally owned. I'm the author of three books. One of the major one is the CSEC Information Technology in Focus that CXC uses to set the exam. So I'm giving away some information there. Yeah, and lecturer at Clarence Fitzgerald Bryan College. Currently, the hat that I'm wearing tonight is SKNRA and IITA.
All right. So we have two organizations. If you guys wanna, sign up and figure out what you wanna do with your love for IT, because if you're here on the show, you're here to learn about IT, or you have a love for it and you wanna learn more. Wait, what? Ah, I didn't have my cup of water, so I'm kind of going off. But when we come back from the break, we'll get into the topic for tonight. So, guys, we'll see you soon. Hold tight.
Join us on Win FM every other Tuesday for Let's Talk IT from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to hear our hosts, Naeem Richardson and Janiqua Esdale, speak about different aspects of social media, technology, and STEM advancements in youth. Tune in, ask questions, and let's talk IT. Brought to you by the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association.
Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to wait, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it lively.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking IT. IT.
yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We are the tutors, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear is likely, so let's start IT.
Welcome back Oh, I should have gone for that water. Hold on. Stay hydrated, people. Welcome back to Let's Talk IT. I am your host for tonight, Naeem Richardson. And where we last left off, I asked the first gold star questions to our listeners. For y'all who don't know what a gold star question is and you're just tuning in, I'll explain it real quick. A gold star is basically I ask a question and it's to you, the listeners, and you have one chance to answer. Okay. So if you get it wrong, uh, come back in the following week. What? It no. Whoa, I am legit going off. Sorry, I'm just like I never expected to have an episode 7 of the show, and like yeah. But for Ghost Star, I ask a question. You guys call in by our numbers. If you get 3 correct, you can ask for a topic for us to be on the show. 5 correct, you can ask us to have a guest on the show. And if you get 8, you can join us on the show yourself to participate in a trivia, which don't worry, you don't have to be a high position of status. It could be anyone who joins us in that trivia. And I just can't wait to see who reaches 8 gold stars first. So to answer, give us a call on 466-0989, 662-0989, or 762-0989. Let me repeat that. This is for the local audiences. 466-0989, 662-0989, and 762-0989. For the international audiences, you can call us at 0333-344-0065 for the UK, 718-285-6984 for the US, and 305-921-4619 for Canadian audiences. Let me repeat that one more time. For the international audiences, it's 0333, so that's 0 with 3 threes after it, 344-0065 for the UK, 718-285-6984 for the US, and 305-921-4619 for our Canadian audiences. The first gold star question, again, is who invented longer lasting light bulbs with a carbon filament in 1881? Who invented longer lasting light bulbs with a carbon filament in 1881? And here's a hint. The answer relates to the theme of Black Lives Matter. All right. So just call in. Sanjay will notify me and we'll have a good time. We'll have a good time and see what's going on. So, guys,
Today we're talking IT.
as most of you guys know, Black Lives Matter is a big something. What sentence? Word statement? It's not really a statement. Let's say movement. It's a big movement that's been going on, especially recently. And for those who don't know what exactly it is, it's not just a hashtag. Black Lives Matter is an organized movement advocating for nonviolent civil disobedience in protest against alleged incidents of police brutality against Afro-American people. Long story short, Black Lives Matter too, all right? As most of you may know, protest and riots have sparked recently due to people being fed up, and we continue to lose too many lives to foolishness like racist police. I can name a few. We have Trayvon Martin, Emmett Till, Philando Castile, Alton Sterling, Breonna Taylor, and one of the catalysts to this outrage, George Floyd. Now I know some of you right now might be confused. I said
Today we're talking IT.
but I'm here out here talking about Black Lives Matter, or BLM, which I'll refer to it from now on because Black Lives Matter is a little bit too much for me to say. With the world filled with anger and a lack of positivity, I'm here to try and empower the Black youth by speaking about the Black inventors who helped change the world of technology as we know it. And that is where my friends come in. Audience, give them a big round of applause for my friends Rick, the time traveler, and Huey, his partner. Whew. All right. come on and tell me, how are you two doing today? How are you two doing today? You really only invited me because you didn't have any other persons to do this. Like, you got Mr. Neil back, you got Shakid back, but still, you need to bring back something because you don't have an idea for another guest. That's probably right. Can you just say who you are so people can get the voices correct, please? All right. So, hey, my name is Rick. I sound almost exactly like Naeem because he was too lazy to make another voice. And I am Huey, the kind of pessimistic partner here to accompany you guys on this trip. And you guys be like, this trip? I, along with Huey and Rick, are going to take a journey through time.
Join us on Win FM every other Tuesday for Let's Talk IT from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to hear our hosts, Naeem Richardson and Janiqua Esdale, speak about different aspects of social media, technology, and STEM advancements in youth. Tune in, ask questions, and Let's Talk IT. Brought to you by the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association.
How was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to wait, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it lively.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking
Hey.
IT.
Hey.
IT.
Yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We attituders, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear is likely, so let's start IT.
Hi, Huey and Rick, come on, guys. If we're gonna be time traveling, at least make sure we got a stable internet connection. Oh, okay, it's my bad. Let's get back to the trip. Yeah, let's do that, please. Goodness gracious, people. Like, I actually was excited, but you guys just let me down. Shut up, Naeem, and let's get Welcome to the year 1892. Whoa, why is everything in black and white? Naeem, please stop trying to be funny. Oh, my bad. Anyways, the ironing board is an invention that is used so much that it's become overlooked. Born a slave, Sarah Boone was one of the first black women in the U.S. history to receive a patent. She expanded upon the original ironing board, and with her addition, she was able to improve the original design of the ironing board. Well, let's clap it up for Miss Boone because she made it easier to iron clothes, and her design would eventually become the modern ironing board we use today. Fast forward to 1966, before security systems became popular, an African-American nurse by the name of Mary Van Britton Brown created an early security unit for her own home. Scared of a crime-ridden neighborhood, she created a device that would allow her to put her mind at ease. Oh, really? Okay. Tell me more. Well, you see, she invented a system that would use the camera that could slide into and look through 4 peepholes in her front door. The camera's view would then appear on a monitor in her home so she could survey any potentially unwanted guest. And over time, she'd add other features like a microphone to speak to people at the door, a button to unlock the door, and a button to contact the police. Isn't she intelligent? I mean, I gotta give her props. So, what's the next stop? Oh, I'm rhyming. Does everything have to become a joke to you? Anyway, we're fast forwarding to the year 1981. Alright, so let me get to speaking. This is the year when Harlem-born Patricia Bath invented the laser tool used for eye surgery. And this tool, used during eye surgery, is to correct cataracts, which is an eye condition that clouds vision and can lead to blindness. Whew, okay. I guess I gotta give a clap and a shout out to my black queens out there. Can we get a clap? Can we get a clap in the studio? And And the path with black intelligence and excellence doesn't even stop there. Rick, can you take it away? And that is no problem. We have Garrett Morgan in 1923 who invented the 3-light traffic light. There's refrigerated trucks who were invented by Frederick McKinley Jones in 1940. Automatic elevator doors which were invented by Alexander Miles in 1887. The electric microphone which was co-invented by James E. West in 1964. Black excellence all around. All right, you know what to do, crowd. You gotta get him a clap for that. Get him a clap for that. I do wonder what it would be like to have a future if these inventors and their inventions didn't exist. Naim, please don't say that. What? Like, no, really.
No, you're setting
Just think about it. What would it
Naim,
be like
listen.
without these people?
Access granted, setting course to an alternate reality.
Hold on. Alternate. Wait, what? You see what happens when you don't like to listen? Wait, why is the theme playing, guys? Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got no time to play, no time to waste.
Oh, did something break? Okay, guys. When we come back from the break, we'll try to fix this. Back from the break, we'll try to fix this.
I just came back for a quick second, guys. We'll be right back after this brief break.
To hear our hosts, Naim Richardson and Janiqua Esdale, speak about different aspects of social media, technology, and STEM advancements in youth. Tune in, ask questions, and let's talk IT. Brought to you by the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association.
Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to waste, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it lively.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking IT.
Hey.
IT.
Yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We attituders, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear
When
is
we're
likely,
talking IT.
so let's start IT.
Yeah.
Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got no time to waste.
So, where are we? I mean, this whole thing feels strange. You're a bloody idiot, you know that, right? Now look at us. We are in an alternate timeline, according to your wish. Wait, hold on, what? According to my wish? So you mean because I was thinking about what it would be like, the time machine created an alternate timeline? Yes, that is exactly correct. So we don't spit hypotheticals out into the time machine. And we tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Wait, what? Yo, why would that even be a feature? Seems like a big design flaw to me. And look, the world is literally in black and white now. Okay, so you're here and you messed up, and all you can do is crack stupid jokes, like you always do. Can you be quiet and focus for one moment, please? Alright, I'm back here, guys. I don't know if you guys are hearing me correctly. Here, put this on. It should get your voice back to normal.
Oh, okay, thanks. But we're in alternate. Rick explained, okay, basic, long story short, because we have these inventors that were able to create those stuff in our timeline. Naim basically wished, and now we're in a world where those inventors and inventions did not exist. I mean, here's the bright side of it. You get to talk about something on the show. I mean, that is true. If we look around, just look at the streets, there are no 3-light traffic lights. People are still using traffic wardens.
It's crazy. Yeah, and not only that, but if you look over in those gated communities over there, they're still using padlocks or regular locks as their security. There hasn't been an updated security system invented yet. So, because there's no Mary Brown, there's no security systems and no Garrett Morgan. So, no traffic lights. Great. What else is... Hold on. If you look over there, well, you guys can't see, but let me explain. As we look over there, some people's clothes aren't even properly ironed, especially the women's. They look like they had a hard time doing that. What's up with that, Rick? Okay, so basically, Sarah Boone, when she was creating her iron board design, it was made not only to help iron clothes better, but it also helped iron women's clothes better. So in a world without them, everyone is gonna be looking a little rough. Okay, what about the other inventors? I'm pretty sure we can give them a call. Hello, a certain black woman invented the telecommunications technology we use for phones and such. So we can't say her name out loud because, you know, the whole gold star question and all. Great, so no VoIP. Guys, VoIP stands for Voice over Internet Protocol. Wait, hold on. If those things aren't invented, how are you connected to the real world? Oh, well, you see, because I'm the host and I also have my stuff connected to the real future, so I can zip in and zip out to set calls and such, but I really want to go back. Without these inventors, the world seems like it'd be a lot harder to live in. You think? Especially without people like Philip Emeagwali. Philip who? Alright, so Dr. Philip Emeagwali in 1899, he emulated the bee's honeycombs construction, and he was able to use 65,000 processors to invent the world's fastest computer, which was able to perform computations at 3.1 billion calculations per second. Goodness gracious, that's fast. Oh, so you've noticed. Well, without all these people, we gotta get back. How are we getting back, Rick? Oh, I'm gonna reconfigure the time machine settings and set it back to the main timeline. Well, it'll just take a while. Okay. Well, let me just take this time to mention the importance of these names in the history of technology. As most of you know, black people were held below the bar in the past, even more than today. We weren't allowed to do certain things just because of our color. One of them was not being able to go to certain schools for higher education. But that didn't stop us. We kept pushing and kept leaving our mark in history. And these black inventors helped to revolutionize the world of technology and help shape it into what we have in this day and age. Black inventors will continue to help revolutionize the technological worlds, and films such as Hidden Figures help to show the world the amazing contributions of Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, and Mary Jackson. And these women helped in various ways to allow successful space travel. And yes, you heard that correctly. These people of color are pioneers in the history of technology. Just because you are black does not mean your intelligence is lower. Always remember that. Huh, you actually sounded intelligent there. Yeah, sorry about the whole, alternate timeline thing. It's fine. Your speech made up for it anyway. Sorry for being I'm glad to see you two are friends, but everything is fixed over here, so let's go back home. Hold on tight, and we'll be there shortly.
Today we're talking IT. Today we're talking IT. We're gonna keep it lively. Learning here is lively. When we're talking IT. Today we're talking IT.
Going in a time machine really can give you a headache. You guys should try it sometime. Am I back? Yo, Shakid, Mr. Neil, y'all can hear me, right? That means I'm back, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
man,
back.
Okay. Well, okay, Huey, Rick, thank you guys so much. You guys can, take off for a while. If anything, I'll call you back, No, please don't. I don't want to go on another venture with you. All right, we'll go on another adventure, maybe in a future episode. Did you guys learn anything new or anything you haven't learned before? Let's start with you, Shakid.
I would say, yeah, the iron board, that one, it opened my eyes a little more, because I didn't really see it as like, okay, well, maybe if we didn't have it, we would have been fine and everything, but it really did open my eyes to see, well, even though it may be something that looks small, the effectiveness is really, really high. So, yeah.
Sanjeev, before I get to Mr. Neil, did you learn anything new?
Um, Definitely a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, give the audience a little summary. Come on, I'm not the only one talking here.
Well, first of all, let me just say I learned not to mess with time machines because I don't want to
Yes,
get
please,
stuck in
please. Yeah.
in times where I don't have technology around me. First of all, secondly,
Mm,
it does impress me of how much technology has been created and invented by Black people mainly,
mm.
and well, I can't really summarize because I'm kind of overwhelmed with the information I just took in.
Uh, ah, that's ridiculous, you know. But like, I could, you could keep going. There's Otis. Let me not pronounce this name wrong. Otis Boykins. His most notable contribution to science was likely the circuit improvements he made to pacemakers after sadly losing his mother to heart failure. This contribution has saved countless lives since, but this single improvement was among a long list of achievements for Mr. Otis. He had 26 patients in his name and was famed for the development of the IBM computers. If you guys were there last episode, you know the IBM was one of the very first computers ever. Well, what's it called? Commercial computers. Yes, he helped create the burglar-proof cash register, chemical air filters, and an electronic resistor used to control missiles and other devices. Goodness gracious! And and we got Lonnie. You know what? Before I go on, Mr. Neil, did you learn anything?
Of course. It's always a breath of fresh air to look back in history and see a number of contributions that would have been made to technology by
Mm-hmm.
people of color. Because when you look at it, you know, most of the foundation tech, which I call the foundation technology, um, would have been designed and developed by people of color.
Yes.
And so even though it might seem like it's small, but it is upon that precedence that most things would have been evolved. For example, the fiber optic line, it was developed by, you know, man of color. And as a result of that, we can have, you know, the internet spread right across over the world. So that kind of foundation would have been set for for everyone else to build upon. So yeah, so we owe homage to these people. We just want to make sure that we continue the process.
Yeah. Let me kill his throat. I asked you guys if you remember, mainly Shakid and Mr. Neil, because I hope y'all. We're gonna put. Well, who's we? Am I in here alone? Maybe. You know, probably. Or it could just be the voices in my head. But I'm gonna put y'all memory skills to the test in our last section of the show. So this before I go on and talk, you guys just remember what we said. Okay, remember, let's have a little bit of memory. We have Lonnie G. Johnson, who is still alive apparently. And did you ever enjoy water gunfights as a kid? Well, thanks to Mr. Lonnie, he created the most famous water gun, the Super Soaker. But he wasn't a toy maker. He actually was an aerospace engineer for NASA with a resume boasting a stint with the US Air Force, work on the Galileo Jupiter probe and Mars Observer project, and more than 40 patents. Goodness, whoa, he was something else. And he was also working in Johnson Thermoelectric Energy Converter, JTEC, which converts heat directly into electricity. But it's the squirt gun that gave us most of the joy. Well, did anyone ever play water guns growing up? I think everybody did that.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Yeah, and then we go to what's his name? Charles Drew. Every 2 seconds, someone's in the US, I'm just using the US as an example, needed blood. And thanks to Charles Drew, the blood is available. Drew was a physician, surgeon, and a medical researcher who worked with a team at Red Cross on groundbreaking discoveries around blood transfusions. In World War II, he played a major role in developing the first large scale blood banks and blood plasma programs. He also invented and get ready for this because the name is pretty charming, blood mobiles. These are refrigerated trucks that to this day, safely transport stored blood to the location where it's needed the most. And Drew was one of the first prominent doctors working in his field, and one of the only African Americans during the time where blood donation was still separated along lines of race. You could imagine that you need blood, but because of your color, you can't get it. You might not had a chance. Come on, man. Drew eventually resigned from his position with American Red Cross over there. I insist. Imagine writing a word in the script and forgetting to pronounce it. Anyway, he resigned because they weren't adhering to his policy, and it was 1950 before the Red Cross finally recognized all blood as being equal. Is that crazy to think that people thought if you had a colored skin, your blood is different than someone of a different race?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as I wrap this up before we go to the break, let's talk about Lisa Jello Bitter. These last word names, man. If you ever enjoyed an animated GIF on the web, this like some amazing clips that you might be sending to people through WhatsApp, then you have to thank Miss Lisa. She integrally was involved with the advent of Shockwave, a technology that formed the beginning of web animation. She also played a major role in the emergency of online video, later serving on the senior management team at Hulu. And I know all of us are, we're not really in lockdown, we could really step out, but most of us are staying home. And I know streaming services are popping right now. Most people probably use Netflix instead of Hulu, but if you're using Hulu, thank Miss Lisa. And previously, Lisa was the interim head of digital for BET Networks. That's a Black Entertainment Television, by the way, and ran technology, product, and business operations. And today you can catch Lisa at the White House in the United States Digital Service. I kind of don't want to give it. Let me not get into that. See, I might get canceled. Hello. She is currently serving as the Chief Digital Service Officer at the U.S. Department of Education. And last but not least, we talked about him earlier, Mr. Philip Imagwali. You don't want to know how many times I had to learn how to pronounce that name. Due to cost, Philip Imagwali, I was calling him Philip, was forced to drop out of school at age 14. But this didn't stop him from becoming one of the greatest computer pioneers of our time. In fact, he is often called the Bill Gates of Africa. And as an adult, Philip began studying nature, specifically bees. The construction of the honeycombed environment that a bee hangs out in, lives in, inspired him to rethink computer processing. And in 1989, he put this idea to work, using 65,000 processes to invent the world's first supercomputer, which was able to perform 3.1 billion calculations per second. And yes, that is ridiculously fast. But that's enough information because we got to go into a little discussion and some trivia. The activity thing. I'm sorry. When we come back from the break, we'll see you guys real soon. So stay tuned.
Join us on Win FM every other Tuesday for Let's Talk IT from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to hear our hosts, Naeem Richardson and Janiqua Esdale, speak about different aspects of social media, technology, and STEM advancements in youth. Tune in, ask questions, and let's talk IT. Brought to you by the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association.
Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to wait, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it lively.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking IT.
Hey.
IT.
yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the viewers.
Today we're talking IT.
We attituders, we got the humor, yeah.
Today we're talking IT.
okay.
Learning here is likely.
Learn to hear is likely, so let's start IT.
Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Talk IT. I am your host, Naeem Richardson. And because I'm going to be fair, I think we should do this. Maybe that goal sack question was a little bit too hard. We haven't got any callers, and we're almost done with the show. So I'm gonna reveal the answer. You think I should do that? You think I should do that? Does that sound like a good idea, audience? I mean,
No.
so the answer to the question, who invented long-lasting light bulbs with a carbon filament in 1881? The answer is African American inventor Louis Latimer. Now, most of y'all probably like, hold on. There, what happened to Thomas Edison? Like, what's going on here? Well, you see, inventor and engineer Mr. Lewis, who was born in Chelsea, Massachusetts, on September 4th, 1848. I wasn't even born. I don't think Mr. Neil was born. So yeah, he collaborated with science greats such as Hiram Maxim and Thomas Edison. One of Latimer's greatest inventions was the carbon filament, a vital component of the light bulb. This helped light bulbs burn faster, and made it more affordable. His inventions did not stop there. Working with Alexander Graham Bell, ooh, I know that name from physics. Hello, Miss Blondell. Hi. Latimer helped draft the patent for Bell's design of the telephone. This genius also designed an improved railroad car bathroom and an early air conditioning unit. So the next time you're escaping a hot day inside your cool house, don't forget to thank Mr. Lewis. And Lewis, I kind of wish I had AC because, goodness, this heat is rocking people out here. Goodness, man. But when we were gone, we had a little adventure. I was here with Rick. Rick, come over here real quick. Yo, what you need me to do? I just needed to talk about the adventure. You too, Huey. All right. So basically, we went back in time and found out about different Black inventors and their contributions to technology. But at the same time, we also got stuck in an alternate timeline because of Naeem's foolish acts. Oh, I'm Huey, by the way, for all the people listening. Follow me. We're not actually pushing your media. Okay, so you guys can go now. Goodness, man. Yeah, we went back in the past, got stuck in an alternate timeline, and I came to the conclusion that if we didn't have these Black inventors, life would be a little rough. But do you ever wonder how it feels to see everything in black and white? I'm joking. To be honest, it's pretty cool, but that's not the point. Now it's time for the Let's Talk IT trivia. Everybody get excited. You two kids, get excited for the Let's Talk IT. Because we're wrapping up, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Who was the Black woman responsible for the invention of telecommunications technology? We mentioned that in the alternate timeline, and Shakid and Mr. Neil, that will probably be one of the questions I ask you in this trivia section. So who was the Black woman responsible for the invention of the telecommunications technology? You get extra point if you get it right. So let me explain the rules. I will ask each of our contestants, Mr. Ricardo Neal. You know what? I'm going to give everybody who's just coming in a good opening. We have one of the very first guests on the show. I think he appeared in episode 3, but he was in the room for episode 1. And he is the founder of one of both of our sponsors. Give it up for Mr. Dr. Ricardo O'Neal. All right, excellent. And Mr. Neil will be going against Shakid. You're the director of this, right?
All right, go ahead.
Shakid, you're the director, right? Let me just get it right,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta make sure everything is right. We have the director of one of our sponsors, the St. Kitts and Nevis Robotics Association, the very first guest on this show. Everyone give it up for Shakid Benjamin. Please give him a round of applause, people. A round of applause. Okay, all right. So here are the rules. I will ask each of our contestants a question relating to what was talked about earlier in the show, testing your memory skills. And if one person gets this wrong, the next person has the opportunity to score. Sound like Steve Hanford. The person by
Is
the
it
end of the
multiple choice?
game. Oh, you wish it was multiple choice. Do you think people went into CXC is it multiple choice and it paper two on the paper? Can't do that.
I guess it's have to be multiple choice now. Given what we have.
Given what we have indeed. But I'm worse.
But what I will do, I will draft in Sanjeev to fill the gap for me.
Oh, Sanjeev to fill the gap. So we're getting a substitute. Can we bring in Sanjeev?
I'm sorry?
The guy who works behind the scenes, drafting in for Mr. Neil. Wow, what a surprise turn of events. Even I didn't see that coming. But let's, Sanjeev, we'll crowd, you could give him a little something. All right. Well, you got fans, Sanjeev. So the person by the end of the game with the most points wins. Each contestant has 5 seconds to answer. Okay? Y'all ready? I'll start with Shakid and make things fair. You ready, Shakid? The supercomputer
Sure.
was able to perform how many calculations per second? Time is up. Do you have your answer?
No, I'll pass.
Whoa, pass. Sanjeev, the supercomputer was able to perform how many calculations per second?
3 billion.
Ooh, my friend. This is IT. We're all about the specifics. 3.1 billion. Okay. Sanjeev, this question is for you. You should be able to get this one. Who improved on the design of the ironing board? What is the name of the person who improved on the design of the ironing board? Time's up.
I have no idea.
Shakid, what about you?
Was it Sarah Boone?
That is correct. Sarah Boone helped improve on the design of the ironing board. Let's move on to the next question. The early security system was invented by Mary Van Britten Brown in which year? 1966, 1967, 1803, or 1924? Shakid, that's you.
Can I have that, please?
1966, 1967, 1923, or 1804?
Nah, 1804. That was the end. 1804. 1804. That was after.
Incorrect. Sanjeev, you have a little bit of time. What is it?
1966.
That is correct, Sanjeev. 1966. Let's keep this moving. We have a tie here. Who invented the 3-light traffic light? Sanjeev, the question goes to you.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
Who invented the 3-light traffic light?
Okay, I'm gonna get this wrong.
Okay, all right.
Garrett Morgan.
Whoa, you can't say that. That is correct, Garrett Morgan. Shakid, you next. Refrigerated trucks invented by Frederick McKinley Jones were invented by Frederick McKinley Jones in 1940. True or false?
Say that again.
Refrigerated trucks were invented by Frederick McKinley Jones in 1940. True or false?
True.
Whew, that's correct. Keep it moving. Sanjeev, what was the tool for laser surgery invented? Give me the year.
Oh, what laser surgery?
Laser eye surgery.
1989. I'm wrong.
Shakid, when was this tool invented? Sanjeev was close.
9. Oh, shucks. Shucks, I lost it. Wait. I almost have it.
Time is up. I gotta get this answer.
I'll pass on this one.
1981. 1981, people. Shaquille, this one is for you. Philip Emeagwali helped with the invention of the supercomputer in 1984. Is that true or false?
True.
Ooh, can't say that. That is incorrect. It was invented in 1989. Sanjeev, Louis Latimer helped revolutionize technology. How?
By creating the carbon filament bulb.
All right, Sanjeev, this is getting a little tense, you know? 2 more questions. Shakid, what year did Louis Latimer invent his version of the light bulb?
1881.
And just like that, we have a tied game. Sanjeev, who was one of the first black women in history to receive a patent?
I am gonna get this wrong. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sarah Good.
Ooh. All about the specifics. Jackie, this is your chance to steal.
Sarah E. Good. Sarah Elizabeth Good. Sarah E. Good.
Who?
It's not her?
Well, maybe, but for our show, it was Sarah Boone. So the true winner was me. Well, you know, it's always fun to have you guys here. We learned something new, and I'm pretty sure you guys enjoyed yourselves, right? No,
right.
I mean,
right.
All right.
I think it was good, but I think it would have been unfair to have me being a part of the company.
Well, Mr. Neil is an IT teacher. People, he would get it right.
It wouldn't be fair, so
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So can I just address this? How Mr. Neil threw me under the bus last second?
Well,
don't worry.
You know how we operate in IT already. You know, you have to
that's
be
true.
ready. ready.
Indeed. Well, I had a lot of fun this episode, and for our listeners, we hope you all enjoyed yourself and learned a little bit about the world of technology and black excellence. Remember, don't let the color of the skin scare you from doing great things. Join us at 7 p.m. every other Tuesday, and next time we speak, let's talk IT. This has been Naeem Richardson, and we'll see you soon.
You found the sound 98.9. WINN is 98.9. 98.9 is Win FM.
Join us on Win FM every other Tuesday for Let's Talk IT from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to hear our hosts, Naeem Richardson and Janiqua Esdale, speak about different aspects of social media, technology, and STEM advancements in youth. Tune in, ask questions, and let's talk IT. Brought to you by the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association.
Hey, how was your day? Glad you could join us today. We got it with no time to play, with no time to waste, so we're gonna keep up the pace. Hey, most likely, y'all don't know about IT. I mean, like, most of the old folks, they don't know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Today we're talking IT.
Yeah, okay, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
yeah, alright, ooh,
We're gonna keep it lively.
Okay.
Learning here is likely.
Hey.
When we're talking IT.
Hey.
IT.
yeah, hey,
Today we're talking IT.
know your computers, this for the viewers.